Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. I'm just going to do another quick video here, kind of an overview of what we're doing this week. So, the probably if you have to, I feel like I've said this about something else, but if you really had to narrow down special ed, well, I guess I've narrowed it down to the evaluation process, but the kernel within inside the evaluation process. Assuming a child qualifies for special education services is the IEP, the Individualized Education Program. Let me note that it is a program, not a plan. You'll see plan in a lot of different places. You'll hear teachers say it, and you'll also actually see it on the OPI website in different places, but it is actually an individualized education program. Okay, so the IEP kind of spells out the services that a child is entitled to, given that they've qualified for special education. Okay, so I'm not actually going to give you an activity to do this week, like anything you have to submit, because I know you're working on the RTI quiz, and I want you to spend plenty of time on that. Once again, remember with that you have kind of you do have a 2-page limit. I don't care if you go over a little bit. Don't spend 6 hours formatting it to make it 2 pages. But I do believe in being able to write with brevity and make your points clear and concise. So 2 pages, and that's due next week. So I'm not giving you an additional activity to do besides reviewing, reading, and watching the videos. And then the more performance outcomes of doing that is going to come out later when you work on the mock IEP. Okay? So, quickly going over what's posted here. So I want you to read chapter 10 of the text. And then the first resource you're going to see is it's a pretty informal IEP resource. I was looking for something today that is different than the text, but still concise and accurate. And I think this is just a good brief resource that you can look at, and you can review also the other resources this website has to offer. Next, you'll see it's a video. This is pretty lengthy, but I totally think it's worth watching. This guy's a national expert in writing measurable goals. So it's lengthy. This is where you're going to spend a chunk of your time for this week. And then after that is a mock IEP meeting, which is coming up later, but I wanted you to see the connection between the document and the actual procedure. But remember this video because it could come in very handy for you for your final group project. Okay? And then lastly, you're going to see the Montana IEP form. And I'm just putting that there so you can review it, just see what one looks like, and generate questions for the future about that. Once again, I've mentioned this, but there is an online, you'll see all these documents that I'm posting from OPI. There is a program called the AIM program that's where almost every school in Montana does their document storage, all the file storage. It's where you actually write an IEP. I've used the program in some of my consulting work. I actually like it. Some people think it's very big brother-ish, but for me, it actually gave me way more benefits than any downside. So my plan is, if I can figure something out with OPI, is to either get you an online training of AIM or line it up so you guys can get some sort of face-to-face training. So I'll be back in touch about that because I really want to build that into this course. So that houses like all your documents. So to go back to my point, all the forms on the OPI website are listed as draft, or they have some sort of watermark on them, that is because they don't want you doing them by hand. They want you to do them on the AIM system. So I'll share that with you in one way or the other later in the semester. So as a recap, spend the time watching the videos. Take notes on the videos because they're going to be very handy in the future, but nothing new to hand in this week. So let me know if you have questions about the quiz. Be happy to arrange times to talk. So I hope you're doing well, and I'll talk to you soon.